everyone, this is the Motormouth Mike McMillan, and I'm with Randall Jefferson, and he has probably one of the coolest 70s Chevelles that I've ever seen. And definitely my favorite car of all time. And just tell me a bit about it, Randall, how you got it, what you've done. And
bought it from a friend of mine, John Burdett. He does some body and paint work. He used to have his own body shop. He had the car, did a full frame off on it about 10 years ago, and I, like me and everybody else, you keep them for a while, you want something different, and decided to sell it, and I was lucky enough to be standing there when he said it. I purchased it from him. Had a few problems. He couldn't seem to get work done on it in some of the places in town. Basically, tore it back down, got him to repaint it. He done a good job the first time, done an excellent job the second time. Did some changes on the engine, swapped the transmission out, no transmission was noisy. About a year and a half later, put it back together, got everything up and going. A couple of buddies pitched in, helped me with what I couldn't do, they could. And we got it, everything working, everything's correct, runs good, looks good.
I love that sticker too.
Yeah, it's not a Toyota. It's a 454 cubic inch, and it's not pass anything on the road but a gas pump.
Yep. It's
I'm proud of it. I guess everybody restores them. You know, they're proud of what they got and what they've done. But it's something that I've enjoyed doing for years, and we'll probably continue to do it as long as I feel like it.
And it's, you know, you can't really tell maybe from the video, but I mean everything on this just looks mint. You know, the vinyl roof. You're telling me about the paint job. You're saying that when it first got out of the shop, it looked like it was 10 inches deep.
At least. It can handle a paint.
Absolutely.
He's real good about lining it up, the lines that they ain't chipping the hood, cranking it on one corner, and the big old wide gap at the other end of it. And we developed a real, I knowed of him, but we've developed a real good friendship. And from me purchasing the car from him to him painting it and me doing some mechanic work for him on his car, and we've developed some real good friendships over the years fooling with cars.
Absolutely. And you were telling me that this is an LS6 Chevelle, which means it's faster, or may not be faster, but it definitely has a lot more power than even one of the Hemi engines from the period. So,
well, it was the LS6 70 model was the only year they advertised that it had more horsepower than the Corvettes. I was reading that in a magazine. I can't know that for a fact, but I did read that.
And it is, like I said, it is a fabulous car, and you know, really well done. And thanks so much, Randall, for showing.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
I know I've seen this car before at a cruise-in because I noticed the sticker on the back.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm betting this thing doesn't get spectacular gas mileage.
I drove it to Pigeon Forge on a half tank of gas, but now we run about 45 or 50 all the way up there. But I got a big 770 Holly carburetor I put on here when I'm gonna play. And it don't get good gas mileage with it. It just don't.
This really may be one of my all-time favorite cars, maybe the favorite car.
1970 LS6 Chevelle was advertised more horsepower than the Corvettes that year.
I believe it. Had more than the
You want me to hit
Hemi.
it one time?
What's that?
You want me to hit it one time?
Go for it. Wow.
That ain't no Vega, that ain't no Volkswagen. That's with a little old quadrijet carburetor on it.
Oh man, I can smell the rubber. This is awesome.
Oh, well, muscle car ought to run like a muscle car. Like I said, it ain't full. It ain't 100% with that quadrijet on it, but it's respectable.
Yeah, no, it is. It is awesome.
It's got a 243 gear in the rear end of it. That helps the road mileage a little bit.
Yeah.
And you start putting a 411 or something like that under a big block, and you just really tacking that motor up. See, a 454 is a low RPM, high torque motor.
Yeah, yeah.
Small block, that little Camaro that I had, I turned it at 7,000-8,000. I mean, quick.
Yeah. You couldn't do that with this.
No, it red lines at 7,000.